Hey everybody, Mr. Minnick again, featuring my dog loudly snoring in the background, so hopefully that doesn't bother you. But what I decided to do for this next video, of course, this idea didn't come to me until towards the end of the video, but I'm going to show Canvas how it looks to you guys, because that sure makes a lot more sense than showing you my view. So again, I'm using 7th grade as my example because, again, fairly similar to 6th and 8th grade, just depending on, it's more intense depending on what grade you're in. So anyway, when you would first come to Canvas, if you're on a tablet or it even probably looks fairly similar on the app on your phone. But you might see on that home page, you see my announcement showing up there at the top. And then at some point you'll see these to-do items. So what I think would be helpful, so I wouldn't stress myself out, is I would go ahead and click the X out of these things that have already passed, because I'd be thinking, all right, well, I'm done with this, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And since it is May 4th today, I'll just leave the things beginning May 4th. Um, I'll leave those until I've done them if I'm a student, right? So anyway, so you guys would be going to either assignments, if you wanted to see all of your assignments all in a row, that kind of give you an idea of, what's in the past and what's coming up. And what I like about Canvas is that it shows you the things that are overdue if you haven't submitted them yet, or if you want to just view the things that are coming up that are on here, right? But so what I showed you guys before is going to the modules view. Again, you can close up anything that you wouldn't need to see if you've already done it. And since we are viewing and reviewing, I guess I should say, packet number 3, this is where we are at. So we went through these first few, and then we clicked into a look at the economy. So this is going to be how it would look for you guys. And I'm going to dive right into the things here, right? Because it's telling you when you need to do it by, how many points, how you can submit it. And then we just looked at the reading. So let's jump into the questions here. So it's asking, what is COVID-19? Have the effects of it been positive, negative, or both? And then give 4 examples. Notice how I did a nice little bold here on those 4 examples from the article to help you prove your point. Also, what have you been doing to stay safe during this time? And give some examples. So obviously, you'd want to click into this link to have that article open, like I mentioned to you. So that'll pop up here, and that'll be all nice. We can come back to that if we want. And then what we do to submit it is, no surprise here, click the Submit Assignment button. Now, what's nice is that, number one, it keeps the question open there so you can refer back to it. But there's a bunch of different ways you can submit things, because I've known that a few students are saying, Mr. Minnick, I don't really understand how we submit this, or Canvas is being kind of weird, whatever. So there's a few different ways you can do this. Number one, you can type it up on your computer if you have one, or on your phone, or however you want to do that, and then save it as a Word document. And then you could click Choose File to upload the file. And then, of course, after all that, you have to click Submit Assignment. So that's one way you could do it. And that allows me to do all kinds of cool things where I can give you good feedback on it. And if you use Google Docs or something, and you save it to your computer afterwards, you could do it that way. The next way that you could do is you could click text entry. I think this is the easiest one, because you could go out in this little text box down here and you could say, okay, um, COVID-19 is another name for the coronavirus, blah, 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 right? There's your essay. Okay, that's how it would go down there. You're due now. Then, if there's media you want to do insert, this is where it'd be kind of cool. Let's say if you did a news report instead of typing out your essay. Let's pretend that you did that. You would click on Upload Media. You'd select if it was a video or a voiceover. I know that one of my 7th graders, Naya, if you're watching this, shout out to you. She did some voiceover kind of things for one of her assignments that she submitted. So that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed listening to that. I'm not sure what this CK-12 practice thing is, because I don't think that's something that we really do. But Google Drive is a nice one. If you're like me and you love, if you like Google Drive, you guys will have an option there that will show you how to upload. I think it's funny. It says this tool is not available while masquerading. Apparently, that's what I'm doing. I'm masquerading as a student. So anyway, in the next video, since I promised it for this one, we'll go through maybe some of the things, how to answer a do now like this one, and then I'll dive into the rest of the things for the rest of packet number 3. See you soon.